Okay, so guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back with Shroud of the Avatar. I have my male on-screen avatar on screen, but I'm not actually using it. I'm using my webcam. Anyway, I'm outside the Elysium Mines and I'm heading back to White Rock to do some crafting. So fast traveling using the boat back to Exeter. I think it's Exeter. I'm not. Don't tell me I'm entering Xenos. I made a mistake. I made a mistake and used the wrong boat. No wonder my avatar is entering Xenos. Oh, come on. What? Well, I guess you can say it's a common mistake. I think Xenos is very laggy. Never change. Never change. Same with Ardoris. Never change. Okay, there you go. So I thought I used the boat. I was wrong. There's nothing on the overworld map, and yet there was lag. Never change. Overworld map, never change. You don't want, you don't want gamers playing the game. You don't want to bring in new players. You want to keep the old ones. So never change. Change is the one thing Shroud of the Avatar doesn't need. It doesn't need to change. Because if Shroud of the Avatar changed, it might bring in new players. New players or new people, new gamers might find the game interesting if Shroud of the Avatar change or changes. It should never happen. That is the one thing Shroud of the Avatar must never do, and that is change. The status quo must be maintained at all costs. For example of a current game that will have some changes happen to it, and that is RuneScape. RuneScape 3, the main game, not old school RuneScape, will have some changes made to it. That is a big mistake. That is a big mistake. So what was this change? Well, the change is RuneScape will remove microtransactions. Yeah, next year, I believe it'll be implemented. Microtransactions are gone in RuneScape, including all the items that were, I guess you can say, sold via microtransactions. That is a big change. Big changes will result to big disasters. That's why Shroud of the Avatar must never ever change in any shape or form. Keeping the status quo is the way to go. It may not bring in new players, but it will keep the big fishes happy. And that means the game will last longer. Just look at the game now. It has existed. It has existed without growing, even by a little bit. It never grew, but it has existed, and it's all thanks to everyone who are currently spending money on the game. So if Shroud of the Avatar make any changes, there's a chance that those changes may not be liked by the current player base, and they might stop spending money on the game as a protest. That is not a good thing. Oh, okay. So I forgot that the axe is a carpentry item. It's a carpentry made item. This is one of the best features this game has. Salvaging one item at a time. Crafting one item at a time. So if you have 1,000 items to salvage, it usually takes 1 to 2 seconds for the progress bar to finish, maybe just 1 second. Let's just say it's 1 second. So if you have 60 items to salvage, that is 1 minute. 1 minute. If you have 300 items, that is 5 minutes. 5 minutes of just looking at the bar, the progress bar, moving from left to right. Best feature ever of Shroud of the Avatar. Never change. Shroud of the Avatar, never change. Again, I'm just saying that in my personal view, or in my case, I don't really enjoy it. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe those paying to keep the game alive in this current state, maybe they enjoy, they enjoy watching the progress bar moving from left to right 1,000,000 times. Maybe they find enjoyment in that, and there is nothing wrong in that. Remember, 8 billion people on the planet. Everyone doesn't need to be the same. Again, as I've said like 1,000,000 times already, sometimes you'll experience lag in towns that are heavily decorated because items and objects are getting loaded. there are a lot of people out there that, you know, have some kind of, they think they are always right. Just because they don't like something, they think that it's wrong. In my case, sure, I may not like something, but it doesn't mean it's 100% wrong, because maybe there are more people who like something or that particular thing than me not liking it. It's all based on preferences. For example, I do enjoy decorating my houses in Shroud of the Avatar. Guess what? Maybe other players don't enjoy the housing system of the game. And that is fine. That is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so now I'm crafting heavy gemmed lures. I have like 2,470 gem fragment here. Okay, let's see how many lures or heavy gemmed lures my avatar, my character, will be able to craft. Again, this is going to happen one at a time. One at a time. Not by 10, not by 100, not by thousands, one at a time. One at a time. And it's a game feature. Fortunately, I'll only have to do it like 12 times, so it's not bad. It only becomes bad when it reaches high numbers like hundreds and thousands. You'll be staying, well, I guess you can do something else while you're crafting. You can watch that amazing Lord of the Rings show in Amazon. I believe it was like highly rated, like everyone liked it, because it is a totally different story from what everyone knew about the Lord of the Rings. It's like the modern take on the Lord of the Rings. And from what I've heard, everyone really enjoyed it, and it made billions of dollars. So good for them. So while you're crafting hundreds or thousands, maybe you can go and watch that particular Lord of the Rings or Ring television series. It is so amazing that I forgot the name of the show because I haven't really watched it. But even though I haven't watched it, I've heard like great things about it. Great things. And if you like me, because yesterday I fell asleep while salvaging. It's not the game's fault that you fell asleep while salvaging. Maybe it's your fault. Maybe you didn't rest yourself long enough before starting the salvage. It's also never the game's fault. It's always the gamer's fault. Because, you know, the game developers, they are always right, and the gamers, the customers, they're always wrong because the customers don't know shit. Let me rephrase that. Maybe customers that do know shit and they see shit and they call out shit. What I meant is, they don't know anything. See that? First time I went to my house, it was like lagging. It was like the frame rate was like 10 FPS or 1 FPS. But after everything got loaded, uh, uh, from the crafting pavilion to my house, it didn't lag. See? No lag. No lag. Amazing. Okay, so after this, I might do some fishing because again, there are 3 ongoing monthly fishing in Shroud of the Avatar, and if you win any of them, you might win some kotos. And kotos is like the life force of Shroud of the Avatar, because the only way I guess it's not the only way, the easiest way of getting it is by buying it with real money. Okay, let's see what we have here. We have copper core. Copper core, yeah. See, I'm already wrong. I am a gamer, I'm a customer, and as you can see, I just made a mistake. Instead of saying copper ore, I said copper core, which is a totally different thing and doesn't exist in this universe. I usually just sell silver and gold ores because I've never really used them. I'm not into masterworking and upgrading items that my avatar crafts, because engaging in that activity will require you to spend a lot of time. But then again, I guess you can say in this case, in the current state of Shroud of the Avatar, the only thing everyone has is time. By the way, I'm not hating on the game. I do like the game. I just wish it could have been better. But me wishing it was better doesn't really do anything for the game, unfortunately. Okay, so what happened to the mannequin? See, this is a bug, a glitch in Shroud of the Avatar. Just take a look at the mannequin over there. Why is the mannequin not wearing anything above the waist? What happened to the clothes of the mannequin? I'm pretty sure, okay? I'm pretty sure that the mannequin wasn't half naked because even if I look at the mannequin, you'll see that the mannequin is fully clothed. But here the mannequin is wearing the top portion of her outfit or clothes. So never change Shroud of the Avatar. Never change. Fortunately, this is a female wood mannequin, and it's not like those realistic looking mannequin with sensitive parts. It's wood, so I won't get in trouble. Okay, look at this one. Okay, this mannequin and this mannequin, where are their skirts? What happened to their skirts? Who took their skirts? That is so sinister. Taking the mannequin's top and skirts. Very sinister. Okay, so where am I heading? I'm heading to Britmart because I need to add some items or restock the one of the vendors there because someone bought all the ores. Well, I did kind of sold the ores at very low prices, so it just makes sense that someone bought them. Also, if my voice sounds different, it's because I'm using a voice changer. What you hear is not what you get. I'm going to say this, and I'm very honest with this. The vendor listings in Zone feature is very cool. Good job in adding it. I have this like lingering feeling that I'll be evicted from this spot. I don't know why. It feels like, I don't know, I shouldn't have claimed this lot, or maybe I used the wrong house on it and I might get evicted. I don't know, it's just a weird feeling. Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. There are lots of towns out there, and most of them are abandoned. I'm still looking for a town, an abandoned town that has open lots that have a layout that I like. Because if I find that town with open lots and a layout that I like, I might just move all my houses there. Right now, I haven't found it. I found one, but the lots were like all restricted. I guess, as I've said many times, that maybe the owner of the town or those towns with restricted lots, maybe they're still hoping and very wishful that the game would maybe succeed 10 to 20 years from now and bring in hundreds to thousands of new players. Maybe that will happen. As they say in life, as long as you're alive, you have a chance. The same maybe is true with games. As long as the game is online, it has a chance of success. Maybe. And there you go again. The game was lagging because the things are loading, the objects are loading. Maybe I added too much decorations, but then again, this is not heavily decorated. In fact, the decorations are very basic and simple. Whoa, at 1,600, didn't get any sales. Amazing. Let me take a look at the vendor listing. Maybe the price has dropped again. Yeah, uh-huh. You know, it's basic economics, the law of supply and demand, but that basic economics doesn't exist in Shroud of the Avatar. There could only be one player playing, and the prices are still gonna be like way out there in the sky. Like traveling to Andromeda, it'll take you like 4 million years to get there. Okay, so I guess judging from this price here, no. Because if this is 1,000 and the price is 25k, 100 would be 2,500. So I still have the lowest price when it comes to copper ore. It's just that everyone is just mining their own copper ores, so they don't really need to buy anything. Okay, let's see here. 8,000. 100. Okay. Okay, it's lower by 1,000. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so my gold ores were bought at 8K. So I brought along, let's see, how many silver ores did I brought? Yeah, I don't think I need to add anything in the vendors here. I'm going to go. Where is the freaking bridge? It's this one. I'm going to go to Nauru. Nauru is like an abandoned town near Solace Bridge outskirts. As I was saying, stupid game. Stupid game keeps cutting me off. So as I was saying, I was surprised. Okay, F that. The game kept cutting me off. It's insane. So as I was saying, the town was abandoned, even though it was like really close to the beginner area or the starting area of the game. And so what I did is I claimed the village lot that was right in front of the docks. And I hope, again, as always, I hope and pray that I will get evicted. Okay, so we're here in Nauru. Okay, this is another abandoned town. Again, there are hundreds, if I'm not mistaken, based on the number of towns in the game. There could be hundreds or tens and hundreds of abandoned towns all across Novia. Because there are more towns than players right now. There are more towns than players. I guess you can give a player a town and they will have lots more for everyone else. There are a few other lots claimed, but judging from the state of the vendors, I don't think the owner of those vendors have logged in for maybe months or even years. Okay, so I thought I had an ore vendor here, but yeah, I guess I don't have any of that here. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, for now I'm going to put the ore into this chest. I'm going to set up a an ore vendor. Okay, so with that said, I guess I'll go and do some fishing. Where was I fishing last time? I think I was fishing at I think it was Frog Water. Yeah, Frog Water Market. I was fishing there last time. But maybe since I'm already here in East Perennial Trail or somewhere near Solos Bridge outskirts, I think I might do some fishing in Cassiopeia. So I did claim a lot in Cassiopeia. Maybe I can do some fishing there. The problem here is because I don't think I have enough time to do any fishing. Because I only allow right now 1 hour of whenever I stream I like to keep it in an hour at a time. I know it's not the most effective length when you are streaming, but Call of the Avatar is, it's very stable. It is so stable that it crashes all the time. And the weird thing is when it crashes, it takes out my PC as well. It's just that amazing. It's like the amazing dial is set from 1 to 10, but Shroud of the Avatar goes beyond amazing and hits 11 in the scale, or maybe even 12. Okay, I'm going to check what the water type is. I believe it's fetid water. I'm surprised they haven't really banned me from all the towns. Okay, so it's salt water. It's salt water. Maybe let's see. Maybe I'll be able to catch a shark in one cast. Again, it's raining right now here in Cassiopeia, but you're not seeing the rain because rain doesn't exist. If your graphic setting is set to very, 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 very low. And if you look at my status over there, I still have the 2 fishing buffs from the devotionals. Whoa, look at that. I caught a clownfish. Huh. Okay, the joke's on you. My social anxiety is so high that I can't even be in a group, even in an MMORPG. I try. It just doesn't work for me. I still feel anxious around avatars. Because the reason for that is because there are real people behind those avatars. Now put me in a party composed of only like NPCs. Yeah, there won't be any social anxieties happening there. I've always been like an introvert, but it became worse when I started working, when I started dealing with, people from work. Dealing with people in school is very different because there are strict rules and there are teachers guiding you and looking after you. But when you are in the workplace, oh my goodness, it's the dynamic is very, very different and very intense. The level of backstabbing that happens in school with students, those are like baby steps backstabbing. It's it levels up by 1,000 once you are in a workplace setting, and the workplace, and it's not a workplace, it's not a small workplace setting. It's like a really big company with so many people working. Come on, everyone was everyone will try to step on you just to get ahead. Even when I was not playing politics, I was like still targeted because I got married early, so I had like a family early. So to provide for my family, I would do overtimes every day, like double shifts every day, and the second shift is an 8-hour overtime, which pays a lot of money. And some people sees that as kissing ass, kissing ass to the management, something like that, because whenever they request an overtime, I was there doing the work. But in my case, I wasn't really kissing ass to anyone. I was doing it for the money because it pays a lot of money. And working 16 hours is what it's not hard to do once you're used to it. So my regular shift is like 8 hours in the morning, and then another 8 hours in the evening. That entire 8 hours is all overtime. Again, it pays more. It was like, if the pay is one, regular pay is one. Overtime pay is like 1.25, but with night differential, and then there is allowances, something like that. I forgot. So even if you're not, playing politics and you're just doing something that will, mostly benefit you and your family without going over anyone or dragging anyone down, people still sees it that you're just kissing ass. And then there are like people who will sabotage you just to get you out. And I experienced that. Someone like in the office, someone print screened my monitor, and it got me in trouble. Who does that? So I was in lunch, And of course, my computer was on. We don't usually turn off our computers when we go to lunch. So my computer was on, and um, I was like checking my email. And in my email, there were like, you know, job offers, things like that. And I forgot to close it. And someone screenshot it and sent it to the owner or the boss. Yeah, I got fired for that. I got fired for moonlighting during work hours when I was just checking my email. Who does that? It's insane. It's like it's even worse than high school level pettiness. Anyway. I think I've heard the 1 hour alarm. That means that's it for this hour. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and if you did, please consider following the channel in Twitch, Kick, D-Live, Rumble, Strobo, and even in YouTube if you're watching there. So wherever you're watching this, please follow the channel there. And if you are, I'll do a little bit of shameless promotion. If you are like, playing competitive online games like maybe League of Legends, maybe Counter Strike, maybe Marvel Rivals, maybe Warzone, and you're always getting killed not because you're bad at the game, but because you're just lagging. How about try using WT Fast and see if it will help with your lag? Maybe it will improve your latency. Maybe it will reduce your latency from 300 to 200. Yeah, you'll still lag, still bad, but it's better than 300. Who knows? Try and give it a try. See and give it a try, and find out if it works for you. Don't immediately pay for it. Try it first, and if you see any improvement and you notice you are winning matches, you're winning games, and you're not always getting killed for no apparent reason, then maybe that's the time to pay for it. So link is in the description, and sometimes it's also in chat. So go check it out, and see you in my next hour. Bye bye for now.